Hi, my name is Jay Yoza. I teach, mentor, and coach people on public speaking so that they can get winning high stakes speeches, whether it's one on one, in a job interview, or in front of a small group at a business meeting, or before a large audience at a conference. Today I'm going to make it quick and short here. I'm going to give you a tip on how to give a power business presentation. Before I go into it, let me just say a little bit about that. This is one thing that I believe that just drives people crazy, both people who are giving it and the people who are receiving it. Let me focus on the people who are receiving it. Many of them just don't want to sit through many of these type of presentations. They just go on too long, and at the end, you really wonder why you were even at that meeting. Okay, when you're giving it, it's also kind of frustrating because you really don't know, after all the effort you put in, whether you accomplished anything. Okay, so how do you solve this? And I've come up with something I call it the power business presentation. When you're giving a business presentation, there's one thing you're not doing. You're not teaching. Do not, I repeat, do not teach at a business presentation. The purpose of a business presentation is to make some kind of a decision based on what you're going to present. Okay, that's it. You got to know an objective, that what kind of decision do you want the people there to make? And for that to happen, it's a two-way street. You got to know your stuff, you got to be prepared, you got to be rehearsed, you got to have a purpose, and the people who are attending the meeting also have to be well prepared. They have to know what you're going to present, because this is a decision-making meeting. This is not about, I really don't understand that. Can you explain that? If that's coming up, that's not a good thing. If it's simple, like I need some clarification, that's fine. But you cannot spend 5 to 10 minutes explaining something. This is not for teaching purposes. This is for decision-making purposes. So here's how I would do it, the power business presentation. Allocate 30 minutes. Okay, and here's how I'd break it up. First few seconds, some niceties. Then go right into your presentation and have it crisp. Between 3 to 5 minutes is all you really need. If you know your stuff, if you know your objective, if you know the kind of decision that you want them to make, 3 to 5 minutes is all you should take. That's your opening statement, sets the stage. 3 to 5 minutes. Prepare well for that. Then you're done for that. Opening is over. Now you move right into Q&A. Now this is where you're going to find out how well these people who are attending the meeting have prepared. They should be asking specific questions that based on what the opening statement you made, and the question they should be asking is not like, can you explain that? It should be for them to make a decision on it or where they stand. Okay. Now it is possible that based on that they may need more time. There may be something that comes up, but it cannot be something that you already given them and they just didn't look at it. That you got to call them out. I mean, this is, you're wasting companies' money, you're wasting everybody's money, and you've got to call people out when they do that. So here, if they're prepared and they know exactly what to ask before they make a decision, this should take between 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, if they really know what they want to ask you. And then after that, based on some of the questions they've raised, you address it in your closing, summation. Bring up each of the things that people asked. Hey, that was a good question. So this is how we're going to do it. This was a good question. This is how we're going to do it. So the summation is based on what you have already prepared and how to sum it, but you're also integrating some of the objections or questions that people brought up, and that's your summation. Now, if you do it right, you should be able to do this in less than 30 minutes. And at that point, you're done. This is how all business presentations should go. It shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes. But if you're well prepared, you should be able to give back people 5 to 10 minutes. Let me know what you think, and thank you for watching.